Hi guys, Puddin here with the game review of my Tier 10 US battleship, the Mighty Montana. Now, my captain skills are Priority Target, Jack of all trades, Adrenaline Rush, Basics of Survivability, Basic Fire Training, Advanced Fire Training, and of course, Concealment. Now, my modules are Protect My Main Batteries, Longer Shooting AA, Better Dispersion, DAMCOM 1, DAMCOM 2, and of course, more concealment. Now, before we get on with what's going on in the game, I just want to say all of you guys that enjoy the Supremacy League replays that Sneaky does show, you can watch some of those games live on Sea Raptor's channel. Now, if you don't know who Sea Raptor is, he is a wiki editor for Wargaming, but he is also a community contributor. So he has no ties to Wargaming. He's just very involved in the community. And he has been asked to help stream some of the Supremacy League games. So I'm trying to help Mr. Sea Raptor get word out there. So if you are interested in watching competitive game play, please check out Sea Raptor on Twitch, which I believe it is Saturday at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. If I am wrong, I'm sure Sneaky will correct it somehow. A link to his Twitch channel will be in the description down below. Now, as you can see here, I'm divvied up with two gentlemen, both extremely good players. Now, I'm kind of holding my shot on the curve first because I didn't want to give my position away initially, but he's going full broadside. I might as well take the shot and try to punish him. Now, normally when we are divvied up, we try to work together a little bit more as a team, but I believe Zath was running one of the missions, so the reason I'm playing a battleship and the other gentleman is playing it as a destroyer is we are actually trying to help Mr. Zath get base cap resets. So you might not see me shoot at too many ships on caps for that particular reason, unless we need to, is I get a nice 24,000 damage at range on a broadside curve first. See torpedoes coming and see that nobody's really that the enemy's not contesting A and they're dead giving up A. Any of you who have seen me play on this map before, North seems to be a popular map for myself and my battleships. I really don't know why I'm not able to turn in time to dodge all of the torps, and I will eat one. Immediately repair part of that. But you all know if I spawn closer to C, I will do whatever I can to help C. If I spawn closer to A, I help A. I believe the best strategy on this map is A, C, and the reason for that is B is usually kind of a death sentence right away, and the team that really wins A is going to get B. So while the enemy may have B, as long as the guy's at A, when it we can easily get it, because what you are in essence doing is pushing them further and further back. Now, if you noticed at the beginning of our game, the destroyer said somebody said I'm going to support C, and then he was going to try to get D. That is the correct way to get D. You go in, get C. If you're not going to get C, your exit strategy is through the channels, cap B. You contested C. It's no go, but at least you're getting something, and you're not out of the fight as longer than necessary. But as you can see, I'm turning around. I don't necessarily want to go out there because there's not a lot of things for them to shoot at. It's very hard to hit a Henry who's at max range, moving at full speed, or myself. I'm going to assume most targets were going to hit me. Number two, I turn back this way because I'm trying to get in position to help deal with the guys that are coming out of the C D area for my team. Well, most of us have not gone over to the other side. It's two destroyers and Zath and his Henry. Those guys are more than able to take care of themselves. Now, the other reason I come back this way is now they have a choice. Do they shoot at me or do they shoot at Zath or this other battleship? Somebody's going to have broadside to these guys as they take a shot on the broadside Yumano, and I hope I get to punish him for it, but no, it looks like he motored up and started turning in, but I still do a nice 7,000 damage. Well, now I am showing him a little bit too much side, but luckily it's a Yamato. Their turrets do not turn fast, and I have the islands for concealment. I'm going to turn back in and offer whatever support I can to the gentleman inside B. See the broadside of Frederick, and I might as well take a shot in on him. I prefer in my Montana is I get a nice 24,000 is to take the shots on the broadside targets. If that means you have to wait a little bit more, evaluate the situation, then that's what you do. You're going to do more damage to broadside targets than you will bow on. So I'm kind of looking at what ships are doing what, trying to figure out who I need to shoot at, while also trying to get somebody's attention to possibly get them to not focus on Zath and the other battleship, because that means somebody's going to have to turn their guns. I see the Frederick is burning, but the other thing is right now I'm judging distance. I am a relatively stealthy battleship, considering I have spec 4 stealth, which means I can maintain concealment. I see the Kurfürst offering full broadside. I see the Yamato. I see the Kurfürst was actually starting to turn, but now I see the Frederick turning in. So I'm just going to wait for him to turn in, take a shot out on him, and then quickly turn in to avoid any incoming firing. But usually, as I get a Citadel and destroyed him outright. But usually what I do is I wait for incoming shots before I start my turn, so hopefully they miss. Now, for those of you who do not know, the reason I run priority target is to know how many people are looking at me. As you saw, it went from 3 to 1, which tells me that either 2 of those gentlemen were destroyers and are now torping me, or that they were, it was 2 battleships and 1 DD. As you can see, the numbers kind of switching between 1 and 2, and I'm thinking the Kurfürst was going to take shots in at me. Couldn't. I'm behind an island. And then I start realizing, okay, where is their shimmy? Okay, it was last spotted over by C, I believe. So I'm thinking that's where the destroyer is. So it was just a battleship. But I used it priority target to know if a DD is possibly dropping torps. It's a trick I do in my destroyers that I will keep the torpedoes indicator on the battleship, even though I have fired them, just in case they are trying to do the same thing. Now, as you can see, I am spotted, which means it is a destroyer. That there was a DD definitely targeting me, and he is somewhere. I am thinking he's over by C somewhere. But you know what? It's better safe than sorry, and I just put up my plane for the little extra warning, potentially, because I'm thinking torps were going to be coming from C somewhere. So, I'm just looking at what I need to shoot. I'm also trying to slow down to use the island here to minimize the amount of people I have to fight. Now I am showing broadside to a Turpitz, which, you know, it's why I keep at least a quarter speed. But it is a Turpitz. He is at range. The biggest threat to me right now, I feel, is the Missouri. Even though I'm bow on, I cannot possibly angle against everything. It looks like the Turpitz is driving into C. So I'm just hoping at this point that I don't have to worry about any broadside shots. Gonna use my repair party, but what I want to do is kind of cap B. I have no idea why the Fletcher got off of the cap. This guy can remain hidden longer than I can, but I noticed that the Missouri is starting to get on the edge of my detection, which is why I am not shooting. I'm hoping he sails out of my detection, then, oh crap, those are shimmy torps behind me. I let them know that there are torps coming in behind me. I immediately go full steam forward, and I start turning a little bit to give me some distance to get in between this nice size Montana gap. Make it by those torps, and I immediately slow down again. Now, I am asked by my division mate if I need smoke, and I said, you know what, nah, I don't need it. It's not warranted. But I'm letting him know where I believe the shimmy is going, because as soon as this Missouri dies, it's going to tell me if the Shimakaze can see me, which, you know, I need to take these shots. I need to finish this gentleman off as I get the last 4,000. And then I tell him I am no longer spotted, and I did shoot. So we are suspecting the gentleman is making his way to A. He's behind one of those islands. And he's like, okay. So I'm like, I'm just going to bide my time. Going to let these guys come out, be broadside. I'm going to turn in between this narrow channel because I don't have to worry about the destroyer. I know he was behind me. I know he's heading towards A. The other reason I'm going to turn in and go this way is because if he does want to try and come toward me, I have an island I can use as spaced armor. He's going to hit the island, not me. Or at least that's the game plan. It's going to give him bad torpedo angles. My secondaries go off, and then I'm like, okay, he's behind. I do believe my division mate asked me not to shoot at him, which is why I do not turn my guns to shoot at him. He's like, I'm going to be able to get him. I'm like, okay. But now I'm thinking, you know, Otago, Sal, or Turpitz. Now, I don't want to go full broadside to Turpitz, but I don't want to increase the distance. My initial game plan was to turn away, remain undetected, but shimmy torps are not going to let that happen. So what I've decided to do is cut my speed, turn back into this guy, so I'm not giving him full broadside. It's got a nice 13,000 damage done to him, but I am showing this gentleman enough on my side to where he could potentially get a citadel. I am aware the Turpitz has 6-kilometer torps, but if he wants to drop torps on me, he's going to have to show an awful lot of his side with the amount of health, and he should not be able to live to get them off. I see this guy's low health. He's going to die. I'm going to take the shot before he can continue the turn, and I finish him off. Now, I look at the score at this point and see it's 800 to 575. We have 2 caps. They have 2 caps. Of course, we have more ships. They only have 2 ships left. No reason really to go cap C. Just because I wanted to go out there and potentially try to get my Kraken, as I make a funny in chat about the Monty being OP. It's just something I've been doing. Just, I don't know, be funny, maybe piss people off, but whatever. But there's really no need for me to go cap. One, our division mate Gearing is going to be able to grab C. I want to kind of remain out here and do what I do. Now, if you're asking yourself, why did you hold your shot and shoot at the Otago instead of the Zao? I saw the Zao shoot. I was rotating my guns, but then I saw shots coming in from the Otago. So my thought is, everybody's going to shoot at the Zao. First guy spotted, unleashed the guns, thinking if I just start turning my guns back towards the Otago, nobody's going to shoot at him, and it should be an easy kill for me. Now, I understand why this Zao is running away, because he is facing overwhelming numbers. Gonna run into you, Fletcher, because, well, screw you. Battleship, get out of my way. You shouldn't have been behind me in the first place. But I'm trying to hold my shots a little bit on the Zao to potentially get my fifth and final kill. Unfortunately, this guy's border humping. All those shots miss as that gets high caliber. Now, I do believe the Conqueror is going to get his guns loaded. His shells are going to come in, finish this gentleman off, as those are Conqueror AP shells. Now the post-battle results. 153,000 damage, 1 solo cap, 4 ships sank, 0 medals, number 1 on the team by 3 points, with base experience of 1900. Well, I made some money. I just show this for the guys that care about that. 152,000 damage, all coming from AP from my main batteries, and 300 from the my secondaries that did shoot at the shimmy. I wish my potential damage would have been a little bit higher, but you know what? I can't force people to shoot at me. Like I said, I usually like to hover around 1.5 million. It makes me feel like I did my job. Now, I hope you guys really did enjoy this replay. And the other thing is, like I said, at the beginning of this, if you really enjoy Sneaky's Supremacy League replays that he does show up, please go check out C Raptor on Twitch on Fridays at 9 o'clock. He does stream them live. Now, the only thing you should be aware of that is what you're seeing in game happened 10 minutes ago. They put a 10-minute delay on the stream to obviously stop stream sniping, so that wouldn't be an issue for Supremacy League. So you will have to remember it is a 10-minute delay. Usually they get a list of who they are going to be streaming, because there are other people that do this. It's just I enjoy watching Sea Raptor myself. So please check them out on Fridays at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Please remember to compliment good teamwork, good team plays. We are quick to report, slow to compliment. Please keep your replays coming in. We do enjoy them. The email for that is in the description down below. Yeah, I didn't get that wrong for a change. And remember, if you would like Sneaky to do a detailed analysis of a gameplay to help you get better in a ship, please send that in with the title, attention, player analysis. I think that's a title we might do, but if you put attention analysis in there, we will know that is what that is meant for. Now, of course, the longer you can stay alive in a game, the better off you are, but it doesn't necessarily have to be the world's greatest, most entertaining game. It could be I'm having struggles with this ship. This is my typical results. What am I doing wrong can you help me get better in the ship? And Sneaky will critique you, because Sneaky is a very solid, good player. While me and him will fight sometimes, he's still a solid player. And he really does enjoy helping people out. Now, with all that long-windedness stuff, just want to say please hit that like and subscribe button and have yourselves a great day.